Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a recent event in the South China Sea that has sent ripples across the international community. It's a story of tension, alliances, and a high-stakes encounter at sea that has everyone talking. Imagine this: a Philippine resupply mission, a routine operation to bring supplies to troops stationed on the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal. Suddenly, a China Coast Guard vessel comes dangerously close, just 1 meter away, in what has been described as the closest and most aggressive harassment maneuver to date. This wasn't just a near miss. It was a deliberate and risky action that could have easily led to a collision, endangering the lives of everyone on board. This incident is the latest in a series of escalating confrontations in the West Philippine Sea. For years, the Philippines has been dealing with China's expansive claims, symbolized by their 9-line, which a 2016 international tribunal has already ruled has no legal basis. Yet, the harassment continues. We've seen water cannons, blocking maneuvers, and now, this incredibly close encounter. It's a pattern of behavior designed to intimidate and assert control over waters that are internationally recognized as part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. So, what happened next? The international response was swift, and one voice, in particular, rang out loud and clear: the United States. In the wake of this aggressive act, the U.S. didn't just issue a statement of concern, it doubled down on its commitment to its oldest ally in Asia. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan spoke directly with his Filipino counterpart, Eduardo Año, and the message was unequivocal. He reaffirmed that the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty applies to armed attacks on Philippine armed forces, public vessels, or aircraft, including those of its Coast Guard anywhere in the South China Sea. This isn't just diplomatic talk, it's a powerful declaration. The Mutual Defense Treaty, signed back in 1951, states that both nations will support each other if either is attacked by an external party. By explicitly including the Coast Guard in this context, the U.S. is sending a crystal-clear signal to Beijing. Harassing Philippine vessels is playing with fire. This strong affirmation from Washington is a significant development. It provides a crucial layer of deterrence. For the Philippines, it's a reassurance that it doesn't stand alone in defending its sovereign rights. For China, it's a warning that its gray zone tactics, actions that fall just short of an armed attack, but are designed to coerce and intimidate, are being watched closely and could have serious consequences. The strategic importance of this can't be overstated. The South China Sea is one of the world's most critical waterways. Trillions of dollars in global trade pass through it every year. Freedom of navigation and adherence to international law, like the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, are essential for global economic stability. China's actions challenge this established order, and the U.S. reaffirmation of the treaty is a move to uphold that very order. This isn't happening in a vacuum. Under President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., the Philippines has been actively strengthening its alliances, not just with the U.S., but also with other like-minded nations such as Japan, Australia, and several European countries. We've seen joint patrols, expanded military exercises like Balikatan, and increased diplomatic engagement. This strategy aims to build a coalition of nations committed to a free and open Indo-Pacific, creating a collective front against unilateral assertions of power. The Filipino people and their government have shown incredible resolve. Despite the constant pressure, the resupply missions continue. The brave men and women of the Philippine Navy and Coast Guard are on the front lines, literally holding the line for their country's sovereignty. Their courage is the backbone of the nation's stand. The government has been vocal, filing hundreds of diplomatic protests and consistently publicizing China's actions to ensure the world sees what is happening. So, where do we go from here? The situation remains tense. China has shown no signs of backing down, often responding to criticism by doubling down on its own claims. The risk of miscalculation is high. That single meter of separation we saw in the recent incident is a stark reminder of how quickly a tense situation can spiral into a major international crisis. The path forward requires a delicate balance of strength and diplomacy. The strengthening of alliances and the firm stance on the Mutual Defense Treaty provide the necessary backbone. At the same time, lines of communication must remain open to prevent accidents and de-escalate tensions. Continued international pressure and a unified voice from the global community are vital to encouraging all parties to resolve disputes peacefully and in accordance with international law. This incident at Ayungin Shoal is more than just a maritime standoff. It's a test of international law, a challenge to national sovereignty, and a defining moment for long-standing alliances. The U.S. reaffirmation of its treaty obligations is a powerful move in this complex geopolitical chess game, a clear statement that commitments matter and that allies stand together. The world is watching the West Philippine Sea, and the courage of the Filipino people, backed by the strength of their alliances, will be crucial in navigating the turbulent waters ahead. Thanks so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this situation? How do you think this will evolve? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive. Stay informed and stay safe. See you in the next one.